What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a drum tour of course, my drum set. I'm also gonna set it up because I haven't set it up in a while, and give you guys some tips on how to set up your drum set if you have a drum set similar to mine. So let's go ahead and get started. So here is my drum set. It's a WECKL project kit, and it's the most amazing drum set in the world. Of course, I gotta be biased because it's mine. So let me go ahead and well, before that, let me show you guys. This is pretty much where it's at. All my stuff is tried to be as organized as possible. I haven't used it since I recorded some tracks at Biola University, and I uploaded another video if you guys want to check that out. So let's get started. Okay, so for you guys who are drummers like myself that have tile, you guys are going to need carpet. I mean, any carpet would do. I know that they sell some really fancy ones, but you guys don't need anything fancy. I found this in the garage. I guess the cats beat it all up, so I just got this. So we're gonna go ahead and set this up right now. Okay, and quick tip. I noticed that some drummers, they have this thing right over here. They have it really like either vertical, where it's like very upright, and that tends to get loose as you hit the bass depending on how hard you hit it. So what I recommend, not so much of a tip but a reminder, you want to have it kind of forward to where as you hit the bass it's kind of catching it and like holding it back, you know what I mean? Okay, so another thing, if you guys haven't noticed already, I have a virgin bass. For those of you who don't know what a virgin bass is, it's pretty much, let me show you. Okay, so a virgin bass, pretty much, just to narrow it down, it just means that it doesn't have a hole on the bass. They do that so that the bass can sound fuller, no air escaping, or it's very scientific. I'm not gonna get into that.
It's actually very scientific. I won't go into it right.
So it doesn't have a mount for you to mount the toms. So what do? You gotta get some of these, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. You get some of these tom stands right here. The tom stands are designed to go on the side. And then personally, I've played with them different ways. It's pretty cool because you can go ahead and lift this one up as well. Let me show you real quick. Pretty much just lift it up, and you're able to hold two toms. But me personally, I kind of like the whole one-on-one. So I kind of like one tom on this side and one tom on that side. Broke a sweat there. It's hot. Okay.
Okay.
So the rough draft is pretty much there. Now this is where the fun begins, where you start fine-tuning everything to your OCD needs, like me. It's finished. Oh my gosh. Whew, it took forever. And don't feel bad, guys, if it takes forever. Honestly, if you're OCD like me, then you would take pride in making sure you have everything exactly how you want it. And I don't really have it how I wanted, but again, it's I just have to just ignore it for now. So let's go over and talk about what I have, my pieces of the drums, and how, man, I'm blown away. It looks really cool. So starting off with the throne, it's a pork pie percussion throne with the leopard pattern. It's super cool. I really like it. It was given to me by my kid brother. It's actually very comfortable too. Pork pie does a pretty good job with their thrones. Moving along to this snare, it's actually a super nice snare. It's made out of oak. It's actually a custom made snare made by a good friend of mine named Tim off of SoCal Drums. It's the name of his company. It's oak snare. It's actually a stave shell, not a traditional plywood type of snare, how you have different plies to make the snare. This is actually made like a whiskey barrel. So it uses a third of the glue, and it sounds amazing. It's fatter. I got it next to the DW snare that you can see. And then speaking of the DW snare, this whole drum set, it's a hybrid between bamboo and birch, so it kind of gives like a brighter tone, not so much warm like a maple, but I absolutely love it. The attack on this thing is ridiculous, and I get compliments on it all the time with the bass. So it's a 14-inch snare, and then followed by a 10-inch tom, 12-inch tom, 14-inch floor tom, 16-inch floor tom, and then it's so super cool because right over there I have my 8-inch tom. So I try to mix it up, try to not make it look as traditional. I mean, it's kind of different how I try to set it up. I used to have it the whole traditional 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, but I decided to switch it up a little bit, make it look different. I think it looks really cool. It's kind of different, I like it. And then followed by my cymbals, I have a mixture of Zildjian A Customs on the hi-hat and on the ride. And then I have Sabian HHX Evolution Crashes. So it's a 16-inch right here, and then the 18-inch right here. And then it's pretty cool because if I flip it over, pretty sure you can see it, it has Dave WECKL's signature, and he signed it personally. He's a good friend of mine. Just kidding, I wish he was though. So yeah, the sound on the cymbals are ridiculous. I love the HHX Evolution. I want to see what the whole hi-hats and everything sound for me. But as for the heads on my drum set, I have Evans all around. I'm a huge fan of Evans. I have the Evans GMAD for my bass. I have the Evans HD Dry on my custom snare, and then the G1 right here on this one. This is actually repaired for me. Somebody repaired it for me, and that's what they bought me. It's pretty good. I have G2s all around coated. And then if you're looking for heads, or if you're looking into buying them, it depends on the sound you're looking for. So since I use this drum set to gig a lot back then, and outdoor events, I decided to go with coated because it kind of gives like a brighter tone. It's kind of like louder. As for recording in the studio, me personally, I'm gonna go back to clear heads, just so I can go back, and I kind of like the sound. I've never tried coated, and I liked it, but I think I'm ready to go back to clear. The original DW one was the little 8-inch one because I just think it looks so cool with the little target thing. It looks nice. As for my pedals, this is actually a double pedal, but right now I'm just using a single one. It's a DW 9000, hands down the best pedal for you to get. I absolutely love it. Over here I have the DW 5000. It's two-legged, again for the double pedal, but as of right now I just have it like this. And this is pretty much my drum set. I have all 5000 gear, 5000 hardware, so all my stands are DW 5000. It's pretty cool. Okay, and other tips that I can give a drummer trying to go ahead and set up their drum set is you want to try to keep everything as near as possible. You know, you don't want to be reaching out for a crash. You know, you don't want to be reaching all the way over here for the floor tom. You want everything to be as accessible as possible right away, so you're not flinging drumsticks. That's the other thing. If it's too close, you can go ahead and catch a drumstick on a crash or on a tom. And speaking of the toms, also, if you guys notice how I have the floor toms right here, I don't have it like in a straight 90-degree angle. I kind of have it off to the side more, so when I'm coming in for that fill, boom, it goes off towards the edge. So it kind of does make everything nicer, easier, and it looks pretty badass if you ask me. I really like this drum set. And another thing I forgot to mention or add, and it's because I don't have another snare stand, is I also have this super cool Tama Metalworks snare. You can see over here, it's pretty cool. It's a Tama Drums, Tama Drums. Metalworks is a 12-inch little piccolo snare. I don't have it right now also because I popped the head. You know, being a rock star. But yeah, it sounds really good. And then once I do buy a snare stand, I'll go ahead and add this to the arsenal of the snare, of the drums, I mean. So yeah, so for now it's pretty much on reserve until I'm able to get a head for it. Put this back there. As for sticks, I use Vader. I love Vader, and then right now I'm using the Los Angeles 5A because I'm from LA. I really like these right now because they hold up really well. I started off with Vic Firth. I like Vic Firth. kind of flakes off a little bit. And then I like Pro Mark, but I don't know. I guess I didn't really, nothing stood out to me for me to keep them. But right now I'm using the Vaders, and they work very, very well. They're very sturdy drumsticks, and it just is really cool. Okay guys, so that pretty much wraps up the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll be making more videos, posting up a video later on in the week about me actually jamming out and showing you guys how it sounds. I don't have mics, so I'm gonna have to just strive for now with the camera. So hopefully it records good, or we'll find out in the future videos. Any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and private message me and reach out to me there. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good day. Take it easy.